Hi everyone, welcome back to my shop. I'm here to do my weekly reading for love. We're going to look at messages from your angels this week for love, and literally from the oracle. I can't spit the word out. The oracle messages from your angels from Doreen Virtue, and that is this deck. And I'm going to be pulling a card from here and then reading from the book because I feel it's going to be important. I'm not going to be doing my 5 card placement reading. I'm not putting any there's no guided messages here. It's just all coming straight, messages out to you in whatever way. So if you want to formulate a question, you can do that. I'm going to also be using this deck and pulling a card. This will be a message to you from your higher self or from your partner coming to you. So however you want to phrase that, you can do that. I also got the slow holler, I'm sorry, beautiful deck yesterday. I want to pull a card from here. So just going to pull some messages as I feel guided and see what comes up. These things are going to be important to everybody in a little bit of a different way. So when you see me grab a deck, if you want to ask yourself a question and see how Spirit answers it that way, that I always feel like that's a possibility for everybody to get their questions answered in that way as well. I feel this card is talking to me. And I want to look at the undercurrent. Okay. Fiona, the undercurrent is now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So, okay. For those that have asked for help, and it is important, this has come up in the past. It's important to ask your angels for help. And after you've asked, be open to receiving. You can see her hands are open and she's ready to get a hold of something here. So something's coming, I feel, but they're saying there's an importance. Be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. And they've heard they've heard you asking, and so it's coming. So that is the undercurrent. Let's see what this one has to say. And we have Teresa. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs that now it is time to stop and take care of yourself. So this is sort of like Four of Swords energy. This is rest. It's recuperation. I'm going to read from the book, as I had said, and then we're going to move into a couple of the other decks, and then we're going to end for the week. So this is just very free form type of messages from Spirit for everyone. I'm feeling very unstructured. Very unstructured. I'm usually doing my readings, structured readings, and I'm just feeling like moving away from that right now. So, okay, so the message is, of course, like on the card, it says, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. The message is, dear one, you've been working very hard. You're very tired now, yet you keep pushing yourself to work more and more and more. I'm here to firmly and lovingly take your hand and tell you to stop. Cease working for a moment and take a respite. You have certainly earned it, and you will be more efficient and productive after taking this rest. You give so much to others that at times like this you become unbalanced. Your inner child yearns for nurturing, and no one is going to give you that loving care but yourself and the angels. So give yourself permission to take a much needed time out. Take a nap or go play for a while. Please don't delay this guidance. We assure you that your responsibilities will be met, and you will gather new energy and ideas during your time out. We will also bring you additional earthly help and assist you in delegating work. Well, while I was reading that time out, you get to that, like, you need a time out. So this could be in regards to your relationship. Perhaps your relationship is in a time out, or you needed a time out. That rest was needed. And it is also saying, this is a love reading, but a lot that come to these readings are on the spiritual journey. They're on the spiritual path of the divine love, the divine counterpart, divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame, however you want to word that. And as those, they are light workers. They're awakening, and so it's all a process, and it's a lot of energy work involved in that. And regardless, so they're definitely saying here there's a need to give back to yourself. And I do feel that for a lot, they're also going through their own personal things, so you're going through your own personal issues, your counterpart is going through their personal things, and that can be very tiring as well. So they're talking about this, so it's going to be for everyone a little bit of a different way. It could be that your relationship's in a timeout, and you're dealing with other things, and you need that respite for yourself for all that energy, or it could just be that you're in a timeout period, or that you're working and dealing with something. But they're definitely saying a rest is needed. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this. We also bring you additional earthly help and assist you in delegating work. Well, that's what we were talking about here, is that there's help coming and assistance. Because this says assistance as well, and this is saying that as well. So yeah. So you take that however it pertains to your personal situation, but a rest is needed, and giving it to yourself is important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from the Slow Hauler. This is a beautiful deck, and I'm going to be reading from its guidebook. So another message coming to you in regards to love, relationship. Six of Stones. Ooh, beautiful. Look at the placement on that. It's like a circle, but there's one opening yet, and there's a rose. It looks like a rose. This is such an interesting, thought-provoking. It's just so very, and 6 is a number of that could be important for you personally in your journey, or it can also be a number for timing, and the 6 means balance and harmony, and for me, kind of like things moving again, where they could have been jumbled up a bit. So let me see. 6 of Stones. I'm going to be reading from this. Find lessons of grounding, harmony, compassion, and growth in your environment. Recover a sense of stability. Begin to rebuild from the core outward. Feel your gentle expansion. The 6 of Stones indicates tentative new life coming into being after a dark or scarce time. Distant hints of possibility appear on the horizon, but there are still many unknowns and unpredictable situations. The 6 of Stones can also point to recovery from hardship, addiction, or instability. And that's where this comes in. Rest and recuperation. That's, like I said, this gave me the 4 of Swords type of energy, which talks about that. Healing, this is the word I'm looking for. Even though a defensive orientation may feel unnecessary, don't seal off and hunker down. Welcome stillness, the calm after the storm, as an opportunity to restore your balance. Then begin to step out a little, cautiously explore the new terrain, and reconnect to your sense of curiosity. Even though the storm is now passing, it is understandable if you feel lingering fear. Be patient as you reground yourself. A time of new growth is just beginning. Think about what support you need in this delicate moment. The 6 of Stones may be a signal to seek out that care of your community. And there is a huge community of twins. We have a huge twin flame community out there. So, there's a lot of support. So it's speaking of that. Perhaps the fortress you need is a community that you can trust to envelop you in love, compassion, and psychic protection. Once you have regained your footing, consider how you can reciprocate the kindness and empathy that was offered to you. Which is beautiful. That is beautiful. Most of all, the 6 of Stones encourages you to continue showing yourself tenderness in your journey towards recovery. If you pay attention, you'll find reminders that both you and the process you are undertaking reflect the beauty, flourishing, and harmonies that surround you. Beautiful message. So it's just a lot of food for thought, and even the image, is very thought-provoking. So it's talking about rebuilding from the core, and recovery as well, and it mentions addictions, etc. So this could be, with your partner or within the relationship, but is a lot of protection coming up here, and it's seeking that community as well for that comfort and care, and then extending what you receive out to others. So it's continuing that cycle. Of what you've been given, and then you giving that back out. So let's get a couple messages from here. So you want to say you want a message from your other half. Let's use it in that way if you want to, or if you just want a message of love for yourself, you can do that in that way as well. So again, this is very general, very open, non-structured, sort of like what they were talking about here, just coming out new, curiosity, like what's starting afresh, new rules, which are no rules really right now. So we're just kind of going along with what comes, right? Love that. So these are beautiful images, and I'm just kind of want you to take the image in and connect with it and see what it tells you. Give yourself that moment. The message on the back is love has no limits and has no regrets. And again, no limits. There's no rules, no structure. We were just talking about that. The next one, just connect to the image and see what it tells you. And the message on the back is happiness is finding love through giving love rather than through receiving it. So those are messages for you in your own way. And that is our reading for this week. I will be back next week. Right now my shop is closed and probably will be as well for a while. When I reopen, I'll announce that on my future readings. But I want to thank everyone that has purchased a reading and has liked and shared my videos. So much appreciation for the love extended, definitely felt. And I want to thank everyone for their patience with me as well in the process of running my shop right now. So thank you very much, and your readings will be coming to you as soon as possible for those that have ordered. Angel blessings. See you next week.